Capricorn Moons. And welcome to your prediction for the full moon in Pisces happening around the 2nd of September. And as you may already know, maybe not, but Pisces is just one of my favorite energies. It's so dreamy, it's so healing. Of course, the shadow aspect is that it can be escapist. And so this is the thing I want you to be aware of. Of course, as Capricorn moons, you have so much access to this beautiful, practical, grounded energy. But all of us can be a little bit escapist sometimes. And around that Pisces moon, it's so true. And I really hope you're going to utilize this time rather for the deep healing work, because now really is that time for the healing work. And I just want to remind you that sometimes the healing work, when the healing portals open, sometimes the traumas that need to be healed bubble to the surface. They're called and invited for some tea, and then we go, ooh, why is this triggering? Ooh, why am I feeling this way? I thought I dealt with these things. And I just want to reassure you that this is actually a good thing. Just please enter this energy with some consciousness and do invite those traumas for tea. Invite them to come sit down, give them some space, let them have their conversations, because maybe previously you've rather tried to oppress them or suppress them instead of allowing their space to be heard, to be seen, listening to that inner trauma child. Beautiful. And yeah, guys, you really can absolutely, sorry, one more wanted to come. You absolutely have this ability to fully release these things now. So utilize this beautiful energy. There's a lot of trines happening this month as well. And of course, you have this beautiful Virgo sun energy to work with, which of course works so nicely. This is a really nice moon for your energy. So I really do hope that you are able to tap in to that beautiful, practical energy, that ability for you to just take the steps necessary to move forward and to really just bring your dreams down into this physical plane. Okay. So, in terms of the cards, we have the 7 of Air with the Dreamer card, the 9 of Water, the Queen of Earth, and the 5 of Fire. And these are just for the general energies. And the 7 of Air is talking about plans needing revision. There's more going on than meets the eye, and things are a little bit poor timing. So I get the sense that there is something you're kind of trying to force to happen. You've kind of been having this goal and you have had this plan and you're like, this is how we're going to get there. And now you're really just forcing this plan to work. And while your end goal, I feel, is still really valuable and really useful, the route of how to get there is not necessarily working. And you need to be a little bit less stubborn and just open yourself up to some suggestions of how to allow things to flow in a different way. And this is the thing, and I know you guys are not so much about the flow, but I'd really like to just encourage you to take a little bit of that Pisces water energy and just allow a little bit of a flow. And the thing is, sometimes the route we think that is going to be the most direct and the most logical way to get somewhere is not necessarily actually the best route. And if you think about how you climb a mountain, and this is a good one for you, the goats, because the way we climb a mountain is not direct straight up. We meander our way up like this because it's actually better for us. It actually uses less energy to zigzag our way up. So sometimes we need to move this way and then this way and then this way. And that's actually the path of least resistance, even though it's not direct. And I hope this makes sense for you guys. So revise these plans. Allow yourself to be open-minded to some suggestions about altering them or different routes of getting to the same place. And hey, maybe for some of you, you even need to reassess where it is you want to be going. And then we have the Dreamer card, and I love the Dreamer card, and it really goes so nicely with this Pisces moon energy, because of course Pisces is this very dreamy energy, and it is so important for you to allow space for you to sit and to dream, and to just dream about the exciting possibilities that you have for your future, and about what it is you would really love to see manifesting in this world, how it is you would like to see society going. And ask yourself if your business practices, if your lifestyle choices are aligned with that. And look, sometimes we take things step by step, and you're good at this step by step thing. We don't have to change every single thing in our whole life straight away. We can just take one step. Maybe you start by, if you're not recycling already, maybe you start recycling. And then after you've been recycling for a little while, then you can start trying to become waste free. And maybe then you start composting as well. And of course, this applies to other things. Business practices, for example. Maybe you align your business with some charity work. Maybe you start an NPO on the side, which works hand in hand with your business. Maybe you look at what your business idea is about and what its function is. Maybe you look at ways in which your business can align to a better way of living, guys. This is really what we need to be moving towards. And then we have the Nine of Water, and this Nine of Water also really just keeps coming up the whole time. It is such a powerful time for you to be planting seeds. It is such a powerful time for you to be expanding the horizons of your dreams. It is such an important time for you to be dreaming, but also to be bringing those dreams down through your action steps, through your plans. And be flexible with those plans, Capricorn. And then we have the Queen of Earth, and the Queen of Earth is really talking about this beautiful, abundant energy, this idea that there is enough to go around, there is abundance. The sun comes out every single day and shines down and grows our food out of the earth. How many drops of water is there in the ocean? Can you count that? How many blades of grass, even on a single field? Abundance is everywhere. Money and finance, this is just one form of abundance. And sometimes when we get very stuck on this concept that money is the only way for abundance, then we kind of block that money flow, and this is coming up later in your reading as well. So I really want you to check in with how you define abundance and how you are blocking yourself from receiving abundance. Because even when perhaps your bank account doesn't look that healthy, you can go and sit in the sun or on the grass or in a forest, or depending where you are, go and sit on a beach and ask yourself how many grains of sand and how many drops of water, and just feel how abundant that is, because you actually cannot even conceptualize how many grains of sand you are sitting on. And that is also abundance. And then we have the Five of Fire, and the Five of Fire is talking about competing goals, bothersome details, and conflict with others. And I think in some ways this has got to do with you're feeling a little bit stuck in your plan, and you're really wanting it to go this way. And Perhaps there are other people who are going, but I feel like this isn't really working, and I feel like we need to go this route or that route. And I think you need to just release a little bit, let go a little bit of the control, and learn to just move like the river does down the mountain, and just flow with those changes and tap in with how you're feeling. Look, you don't have to say yes to everything. That's the extreme version of it. You don't need to say yes to everything. You can still tap in with how you're feeling, but just allow a little bit more room. Because I feel like sometimes you guys are shutting down someone else's idea before they've even finished telling it to you, which means you haven't even listened. You haven't even given a different route, a different idea, the chance. And so I just want you to hear the ideas that are being presented to you. I hope you can do that. And then in terms of the energy that is with you approaching the full moon, we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. And this is beautiful, divine magic in terms of manifesting and abundance and wealth coming through and enough work coming through. And really making use of your practical abilities, your abilities to lay down solid foundations, and really respecting the slow progress you're making, because sometimes that very slow progress is really a lot more solid in terms of it's not going to just fall apart. These foundations are going to stand for generations and generations. And this is something, it's a legacy. It's a legacy you're building right now. And so it really is worth all of the time that you're putting into it. And this is also why I understand that it's hard for you to let go, and it's hard for you to allow other people's ideas to come into that space, because it's something you've worked so hard for. But I'd like for you to recognize how there are other people who also have your best interest at heart. Not everyone, don't just trust everyone. You can tap in. But there are other people whose dreams align with yours, and who can bring different skills, different ways of seeing to your project that will just allow it to blossom and grow in much more magical ways. And then in terms of the energy that is surrounding you around the full moon, I really feel like you guys need to climb a mountain, or just like go walk in a forest and just be a little bit barefoot in nature, and just feel that solidity that is coming through for you. So here we have the Emperor, and of course the Emperor corresponds beautifully with your star sign. The Emperor stands upon a mountain overlooking a cliff, surveying their kingdom. They stand solid on both feet. They are stable. They are strong. They are powerful. They know their power. They hold their vision. However, they are wise enough to really hold the vision, yes, but also pass that vision on to spirit, knowing and accepting that the way things are unfolding right now, because you've given it to spirit, is actually better than anything you could have imagined. And again, sometimes you're going to have a vision, and then you give it to spirit, and spirit goes, oh, okay, I received this vision. All right, I see, and I see the way you're wanting to go, but actually that's the long way around. I see a much better route, a much stronger route, but let's just get a few obstacles out of your way. And they go, boom, 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 get this out of the way so we can clear the path. And then you go, oh, no, disaster, everything's falling apart. Guys, it's not falling apart. These two are blessings, and this includes coronavirus. And of course, this is not to downspeak on all of those who are experiencing trauma at this time. Of course, this is valid, and my heart is definitely with those losing loved ones. But Of course, it is impossible for us to ever lose loved ones, for they are just joining or rejoining with source energy, that energy that we are never actually separate from. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It always is and always will be. It only changes and transforms. And so we bless these beautiful souls and spirits upon their transformational journeys. And this is paired with the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is really, wow, you guys, you have some very strong, powerful things surrounding you right now. You really have the ability to step things up, to really build, to really grow, to really use your intellect, your rationality, your logic, and your ability to bring that down through action and make things manifest. Very powerful energies with you at the moment. Sorry, around the full moon. And in terms of what is unfolding after the full moon, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. And so again, we have this revisiting those old programming thoughts of what does abundance mean? In which ways am I detracting financial abundance because of the beliefs I have around money? Maybe you believe something like, oh, money is the root of all evil. Well, then you are going to repel money. If you believe you are not evil and you believe money is evil, then you're going to repel money. Money is not innately evil. Money is just an energy. It can be used for forces of good. It can be used for forces of evil. That is your choice. If you are to do something amazing and build something beautiful and do a lot of good in this world, money is going to help you to do that. Of course, until we've completely transformed the monetary system into something else. So just watch those definitions. Really tap in to how you're feeling. Notice how you feel when you receive a bill. Bring that into your consciousness. And the next time you receive a bill, sit with that bill. Firstly say, thank you. Thank you, because this is trust from this person that I can pay this. Thank you. I'm grateful. And I'm grateful for the service that was received for this payment that I must make. I'm grateful. Bless it with love. And then when you make that payment, bless that money with love for coming into your life, and send it off with love, knowing full well that by doing that you are opening up the channels to receive more of it. Really look at your relationship with money. Really look at your relationship with abundance. Because if you can move through this, you're really going to see things turning around for you. You're really going to start accessing that magic. And as an earth energy, it is your divine right to be abundant. Beautiful Capricorn moons. I'm so grateful that you watched. I'd really love to see you on Instagram, where I do live sessions every Tuesday evening, 8:30 p.m. GMT +2, that's South African time. And yeah, thank you for being a part of my journey.